I'm on my way. If he knows I'm on my way, I'll give him something to cling on to.
Diana, listen. We don't know where he is, or when we can see him, or anything yet. Let's just go and sit down. Sit down for a couple of minutes. We'll go try and find someone who knows something, all right?
Why doesn't someone come and tell us what's happening? I don't want him gone. I just want to be with him. What am I going to do without him?
Oh, hey, don't start thinking things like that.
I wish someone would come. This is supposed to be the happiest day of your life, isn't it? What about the guests?
They'll be all right.
But they'll be wondering what's happening.
Jimmy will take charge of the reception. What I mean is he'll make sure all your guests are properly looked after.
I just wish someone would come and tell us what's happening. I just can't bear this. I just can't bear it.
Thomas, stop that banging! Thanks. Oh, this is typical. Where is it? Give me a word. Oh, you're not going to tell me off about that disastrous dinner party again, are you?
If I want a blind date, I'll write to Celoana. No, I just wanted to talk to you when it's convenient.
Well, at the moment, I'm grabbing every minute I can to get this lot finished, and I've left the one stupid file I need most on my desk. Why did I leave it on my desk? So I wouldn't forget it. I tell Max I'll be back as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Thomas, if you don't stop that banging, I'm going to come up there and smack you! Good boy.
Brat.
Mum, and my dad's fuse is still under the counter.
I think so, love. Have a look. Do you take sugar, Keith?
One, please.
So how is Polly going?
Oh, sound, yeah.
I wish you'd tell us a bit more about what you actually do on this media course. I'm sure your dad thinks you watch telly all day long.
I should bring him one of my semiotic books. That'll confuse him.
I'm sure. I've told him you do lots of essays and things.
Assignments, not essays.
I hope you are doing them.
Of course I am. I was up till 2:30 last night working on my Christmas one.
And how are you getting on in your flat?
Oh, it's all right, you know. Just takes a while to settle in somewhere new.
Haven't you got it comfortable yet?
Not yet, no. Decoration's totally tasteless.
It's my bedroom you're talking about.
Shut up, will you?
Haven't you told him this brilliant flat of yours doesn't exist? You'd be made up to know you dot around at our house. Hasn't he invited you round yet, Mrs. D?
Oh, I'd love to come and have a look.
Well, you'd be better off waiting, you know, till we've got it all sorted out, like.
And how are you managing with your rent?
All right. It's just a question of sound money management.
You'd know all about that, would you?
Listen, you couldn't do us a favour while you're drinking your coffee. Would you just look after the shop while I nip back and get your dad's tea?
Yeah, all right. What's that?
Oh, brilliant.
Where is he anyway?
Oh, sent him out into town to get a new pair of shoes. It took me ages to convince them that we had enough money for him to be able to go and treat himself.
Oh, trade picking up then, is it?
I was getting busier, yeah. Not enough for me to give up my job, though. Actually, it's murder having 2 jobs. When I'm not demonstrating, I'm here covering for your dad.
Thought you got a couple of shop assistants now.
Some use that is when we have to have the day off to go to the same wedding. Julie was here this morning, but I'd let her go off. Right, I'll just nip back and I won't be long.
Who's getting married?
Not the busy. He lives a couple of doors away from ours.
Oh, he's marrying Diane, you know, the girl from the chemist with the long blonde hair. She's nice. She's a bit dizzy, though, isn't she?
Oh, that's not very nice, Mum.
I'm only saying that when you ask her for something, she always says, I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I'll just go and check with the pharmacist. She probably got to the altar and forgot her lines. See ya.
I'll never forgive myself, you know. All the time I was waiting and he never came. It was me cursing him for really embarrassing me by being late.
Do you want me to get you anything?
All the time I was waiting outside. And there he was, lying there bleeding. I'll never forgive myself.
God, why doesn't someone tell us something?
I remember when Lady Diana married Prince Charles. Must have only been about 10 or 11. And because my name's Diana, everyone was saying to me, that'll be you one day. One day you'll be the most beautiful and the most happy Diana in the world. Just for that one day. Did you see it on the telly?
Yeah, it was... had all them coaches and horses and stuff, didn't it?
She looked lovely. At least she had her day. At least she... I mean, I'm not saying I'm as beautiful as she is or anything. I'm just saying... I would really like the chance to stand at the altar with Rod. You know, say all those words you say in church. To have and to hold, to love and to cherish, in sickness and...
Well, you mustn't go thinking the worst. I mean, not until we know for certain.
Rod was always really gentle with me, you know. He always said he hated violence. It's only because of his stupid job he put up with it. How can one human being do that to another one?
It happens. I mean, he's not the first Bobby to get done over, and he won't be the last.
But he's not a policeman to me, though. Not really. He's just Rod.
There's some real headbangers out there, Diana. And just knowing he was in the force, I mean, that'd be enough for some people.
Just because he goes to work and wears a uniform doesn't make him any different, though, does it? He's still flesh and blood.
I know. We all are.
Oh, I can't bear this. I just don't want it to be happening.
I'll bring your drink up in a minute, Thomas.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
If you like.
You all right?
No.
What's the matter?
Just your son.
Why, what's he done?
Oh, nothing. I'm just tired.
Where is he now?
In the bath playing with his dinosaurs. I just had to get away from him for 5 minutes.
Has he been playing you up?
Oh, no, not really. It's just I get on that well with him. I'm not used to him being cheeky. He's been driving me up the wall today.
Can I make you a cup of tea or something?
No, I'm okay. Do you know, he wouldn't eat his breakfast, so I made him his favourite for his dinner, and then he wouldn't eat that. And then he spilt his milk all over the settee. I had to spend about an hour cleaning it up.
Oh, well, we all have an off day. He will be all right, will he? Upstairs, in the bath, on his own, unsupervised?
But there's no water in it. He's just playing in it. That's stupid.
Oh, I know. You're brilliant with him. Well, we're all entitled to an off day.
Do you know, there's been a couple of times I felt like smacking him.
Well, look, I'm home now. Look, why don't I go upstairs, have a play with him, and why don't you go out and get a bit of fresh air, see if you feel better after that?
Well, are you sure? I mean, I've not put his tea on or anything yet.
Yeah, sure. Go on, get lost. Right, you horrible little monster. I'm going to go up there and flush you down the toilet.
Go ahead then, switch the amp on.
What are we doing?
We're seeing if this works and making the most of the free lecky.
What if your mum comes back?
Oh, don't worry about her. I'm her number one son. I can't do no wrong in her eyes. Boss, isn't it? And it's all mine.
It's all the credit companies, you mean. It won't be yours till you've paid them off.
You've got 1,300 quid you could lend us, have you?
Caught me on a bad day.
Oh, 60 quid a month would do.
All right, Michael. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, stranger.
I thought your mum would be here.
Yeah, she just popped out for a minute.
Oh, hang on then. Give us a packet of mints, please.
Yeah, that's 20 pence to you.
How's it going, Father Sound?
Oh, fine, yeah. What's all this then?
Oh, it's my new keyboard.
Oh, must have cost a bomb.
Nah, not that much.
Not if your name's Rockefeller, it didn't.
Well, you need the best to compete, don't you?
Very professional. Mike,
Yeah?
don't you think you would soon?
Oh, yeah. But you've got to pay out if you want quality, haven't you?
What gave this to me, you know? This was something old.
What is it?
It's a St. Christopher. Maybe if he'd kept it, none of this would have happened.
I'll go and see what's happening, eh? All right, Jimmy.
Any news?
I'm still waiting.
You haven't told us anything.
What, nothing?
No, they just said wait here, like they'd be with us as soon as they could.
If it was good news, they would have told us by now, wouldn't they?
Listen, how long have you been waiting now?
Half an hour, 40 minutes.
Oh, Tom, come with us, eh? Show us who you've been talking to. I'll see if I can have a word.
Oh, Jimmy, don't go shouting at the nurses. I'm sure they're trying their best.
Hey, look, love, no problem. I'm just going to explain, you know. how difficult it is waiting, that's all.
Listen, Diana, will you be alright?
I'll be alright.
Okay.
Will you just tell them I want to know if he's still alive, will you? Just tell them.
Diana, love, I want you to go through now.
I'm determined not to cry.
Do you want me to come in with you?
No thanks.
What about Solo?
I'd rather go in by myself.
Oh, hiya, Derek. Oh, what's going on here?
I'm just messing about.
I can see that. Well, I don't know. I actually look after the shop for 5 minutes while I'm with home. What do you do with them?
Log 'em and hang 'em.
I didn't expect them to set up for a gig for Phil Collins here.
Who's he?
Did you take any money?
What do you mean?
How many customers? Did you take any money?
Oh, yeah, 20 pence.
Packet of mints.
Oh, great. That will give us a couple of weeks in the Caribbean, won't it? I'll be with you in a minute, Derek. I just want to top up this float. Oh, Mike! Will you stop that?
Oh, I was enjoying that.
Well, that's not surprising. You know better than a big kid yourself.
Sorry, Di. Ruined your big day, haven't I?
What happened? What have they done to you?
Just been given a bit of a going over.
Who by?
I can't tell you. It's just something to do with work. Gotta keep it under wraps.
They could have killed you. To promise myself I wouldn't cry.
I suppose anyone's made you a cup of coffee.
Nah, that's all right, thanks. Do you always have that amount of cash in it too?
No, it's just that Ron hasn't tilled up yet.
Thought enough to that. So, how is Ron then?
Well, he's very tired, but he's loving every minute of it here. So, how was the week in Gloucester?
Just a job, like, you know.
Well, you've always enjoyed going on retreats. Must be nice just to be able to escape the pressures.
Depends if the pressures are inside your head and your heart.
Did you pray?
Oh, like a demented mantis.
Do you think you're sorting yourself out?
Hope so.
Oh, so do I. I mean, I know I've been a bit hard on you, but it's just I couldn't bear the thought of you throwing away all those years of hard work.
Look, it's good having someone being tough with you, you know. Makes you think things through that bit more thoroughly.
I know Margaret's a lovely kid, and I know you're very fond of her, but there's something else I know.
What's that?
The church needs more priests like you, not less.
Gets lonely though, Dee. Believe me, it gets lonely.
I know. I know. Hey, but you'll be coming to us for Christmas dinners as usual, won't you?
Oh, go on, twist me arm.
Lucky, aren't you?
Suppose so.
How can you say he's lucky after what he's been through?
He knows what I mean. He's lucky to be still here holding your hand, isn't he?
Don't feel that lucky.
How do you feel?
Battered.
Do you know who did it?
A mate.
No, you want to be Portsmouth, you know.
Thought you were going to offer to get the legs broken for me then.
Might have done it one time.
Did the doctor say it was all right for you to do all this talking?
I'm all right. There's nothing wrong with me.
Yes, there is.
Nothing serious.
Rod, you've been beaten up. You're in shock. Never mind a hospital bed.
I'm all right, all right. Don't start nagging me before we're even married.
Hey. Where do you think you're going, kid?
I'm going to the reception.
Oh, you're funny, aren't you?
There's guests and all kinds there. They'll be worried if I don't show me face.
Oh, yeah? And are you going to show them your internal bruising and all while you're at it, eh? That'd really put him off the chicken drumsticks, wouldn't it?
Just for 5 minutes, then I'll go home. I won't overdo it.
Rod, you can hardly move.
I'll just toast to everyone's health and have half a shandy.
Can't. You need to rest.
I just want to say I'm sorry, that's all.
Rod, if you get out this bed now before the doctor says you can, well, you'll have to find someone else to marry because I won't be here.
What about the guests?
They will be filling their faces with ale and sarnies when they're telling you we're trying to get off your sick bed for half a shandy. Look, they don't need to see you, mate. They just want to know that you're all right and that you're being looked after, right?
He's right, Rod.
Sure.
You should just rest. You could probably do with a good sleep.
Will you go and see everyone then?
No, I'll stay here with you.
It'd be better if you went. Just to put everyone's mind at rest.
I don't want to leave you.
Well, Tom will be here. He can sit with me for a while.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If I can't be at my own wedding reception, Stu should be there.
Rod?
I'm all right. Just resting my eyes.
Come on, kid. Let's get going before the fizz goes out of the bubbly, eh? I'll give Tomo a shout, eh?
I'll leave these here for you.
Hey, tell everyone I'm sorry, won't you?
I won't be long. Try and never sleep, eh? I love you.
I'm soaked. Playing in the bath with Thomas.
Well, I assumed it wasn't with Margaret.
No, I sent her out for a while. I think he was winding her up so much she was going to strangle him.
Have you asked her what she wants for Christmas yet?
No, I daren't ask. Well, if last year's anything to go by, she'll probably want a week off in sunny Oldham on double pay.
Oh, well, if you don't want to ask her, can you have a look around, see if you can see anything suitable?
Well, I thought we were doing the Christmas shopping together.
Oh, I shan't be able to unless I get this lot finished, preferably this year.
No, I'm not going to have to do the lot by myself, am I?
Oh, why not? It's only a bit of shopping. Surely you can handle that without me. Anyway, you're going to have an awful lot more free time than I am.
Well, you can't be working all the time between now and Christmas.
Why not?
Well, because being married with a small child is walking around town, arm in arm, being accosted at every street corner by reformed alcoholics dressed as Jolly Santas. It's called being a family.
And you've been watching far too many sentimental Hollywood movies.
Well, I like sentimental Hollywood movies about Jolly Santas.
Well, why don't you take Thomas out to find one then and leave me to get on with this lot?
Had a good day at work, dear.
It's quite good when Margaret's not here, isn't it? It means we can argue without having to keep our voices down.
Who's arguing?
We are.
But it takes two to argue, and I'm not.
Raising your voice, then?
No, I'm not.
You just did.
I didn't?
You did.
I didn't. I don't believe this. That 40 seconds ago, I was the happiest man in Liverpool, playing in the bath with my son, and now I'm all hot under the collar.
And wet. Do you think it's a good idea to leave Thomas alone in the bath? I'm not sure Margaret would approve.
No, there's no water in it. I'm not that stupid, you know.
How come you're wet, then?
I better go and check.
Didn't hear you pull the plug out.
Yes, well, being miserable and argumentative makes you deaf. Didn't you know that?
All right, lad. All right, hero. Or is it the vigilante man you've turned into now? Gonna get a lecture, am I? I think you've learned your lesson. You've had a kicking, haven't you? You couldn't pass us some of that water, could you? I could throw it over you. Might bring you to your senses. All right, you've made your point. You're playing a dangerous game, Rod. Those kids you're dealing with, they're getting looked after by some real heavyweights. You'd know that already, wouldn't you? Because they've already sat on you. How do you know that's who it was? Well, who else is going to be one of Diana's ex-boyfriends? Might have been. It was that kid's pimp, wasn't it? And some of his mates going by the state here. Might have been. So, what's the sergeant going to say when he finds out? Well, he won't, will he? I'll just tell him we got jumped by a gang on my stag night. So what about me? What do I tell him when he asks me? You tell him he went home, really. I don't care what you tell him, as long as you say nothing about the kid. Oh, thanks, mate. Do you know that kid's ended up being more trouble than he was worth? How would you know what he was worth? Do you think I'd have ended up in here if I wasn't worried about what might happen to him? And where is he now, eh? I don't know. You don't know. And the sergeant certainly doesn't. Kid could be dead for all we know. The sergeant wouldn't give a damn. You're not still thinking of telling them, are you? I might have been. You're not going to, are you? You were told to stay out, Rod. I told you more than once, and the sergeant told you. You can't tell him. I'm out of a job if you tell him, Tono. Thought mates were supposed to stick together. You're my mate, Rod. Not the sergeant. Don't worry, I won't say nothing. You better not, mate.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hiya.
How are you?
Fair enough.
Recovered from the hen party?
You slowly, is that all you want?
Dee Dee, have you got another tea towel? This one's all wet.
Hiya.
All right.
I'll see you then.
So, how's Ron then?
Same as he was last time you asked.
Morag is making plans to destroy Danny in Home and Away next.